Today we are going to focus on increasing sentence complexity in our writing. Writers increase sentence complexity by connecting two complete sentences with a conjunctive adverb. THAMOs. THAMOs is an acronym that stands for that represents the most common conjunctive adverbs that writers typically use. THAMOs. Therefore, however, also, meanwhile, otherwise.
However, did you see what I did just there? I used a conjunctive adverb, otherwise known as a transition, to further explain that there are many other conjunctive adverbs, or more commonly known in our class as transitions, in the English language. There are tons of them. I shared these with you on a website, which you can find in Google Classroom for your convenience.
So today we're going to increase sentence complexity in our writing and use conjunctive adverbs. Therefore, however, also, meanwhile, otherwise. It's important to know that each of these words represents a relationship. For example, therefore demonstrates a cause and effect relationship. However, demonstrates a contrast and contradiction relationship. Also is used to add on more information. Meanwhile demonstrates a sequential relationship. Otherwise demonstrates a problem-solution relationship. So in this sentence, Michael wants to go to Disneyland. Tickets are sold out today. I have to think about including or deleting the period and replacing the period with a conjunctive adverb. I have to think about what kind of relationship exists here. One would expect when you go to Disneyland, there would be tickets available. However, the exact opposite happened. Tickets are sold out. So it's a contrast and contradiction relationship. So I'm going to include the word however. I'm going to delete the period and add however. Now it's important to remember, or it's important to know, that when I add however, it needs to be semicolon, however, comma. Michael wants to go to Disneyland. However, tickets are sold out. Beautiful. I just increased the sentence complexity by adding a conjunctive adverb connecting two complete sentences. In addition, I'm demonstrating a contrast and contradiction relationship. Next one. The sentence is from my Little Rock 9 paper. For example, 9 African American students attempted to enter Little Rock Central High School on September 4th, 1957. They were turned away by the Arkansas National Guard. So I know that I'm going to replace the period with a conjunctive adverb. But the question is, which one represents the relationship here? So I would expect when students enter a high school, they would be invited in. However, the exact opposite happened. They were turned away by the Arkansas National Guard. So once again, this demonstrates a contrast and contradiction relationship. So I would use the word however. So when I rewrite my sentence, I would replace the period with semicolon, however, comma. For example, 9 African American students attempted to enter Little Rock Central High School on September 4th, 1957. However, they were turned away by the Arkansas National Guard. Beautiful. In just one simple edit, I'm able to demonstrate a contrast and contradiction relationship in my paper. One would expect the students would be invited into Little Rock High School, however, they were turned away. Next one, this one you're going to work on. The 9 Black students entered the high school with the protection of the Little Rock police officers. Unfortunately, protesters entered the school and the 9 students were sent home. So my period, I know, will be deleted, and I must replace it with a conjunctive adverb. I'm going to pause, you're going to pause the video here and think through which conjunctive adverb represents the relationship here. Pause. Huh. Well, if you chose a sequential relationship, you are right. While they were entering the school, at the same time, protesters entered the school. So it's a sequential relationship. So I would use the word meanwhile. I'm going to delete the period and replace it with semicolon, meanwhile, comma. And in this scenario, I'm actually going to delete unfortunately as well. The 9 black students entered the high school with the protection of the Little Rock police officers. Meanwhile, protesters entered the school and the 9 students were sent home. The next one, also from the Little Rock paper. She did not own a phone. She never received the message to travel as a group with the other 8 students attempting to integrate the school. Think about what relationship is demonstrated here, because I know that we're going to delete the period and replace it with a conjunctive adverb. Pause. Therefore, exactly. Therefore demonstrates a cause and effect relationship. The cause, she did not own a phone. The effect, she never received the message to travel as a group with the other 8 students attempting to integrate the school. So, replace the period with a conjunctive adverb. She did not own a phone. Therefore, she never received the message to travel as a group with the other 8 students attempting to integrate the school. So as you work through your own paper, your job is to increase sentence complexity by connecting 2 complete sentences with a conjunctive adverb. Conjunctive adverbs are therefore, however, also, meanwhile, otherwise.